When you're considering starting any kind of business, the best way to choose the right business for you is to have crystal clear clarity on what you want this business to do for you and your family. And one of the very important elements that you might want this business to do for you is how much equity that you will cash in when you exit this business. Notice that I said when and not if. And very few first-time entrepreneurs actually think about equity when they pick a business to start. Hi, I'm Patricia Bottero St-Jean, founder of Open for Business and business research strategist. I help first-time entrepreneurs identify and choose the right business for them where they will be most successful in building a life that they love. So last week, I was discussing what was in my blog, and in this video, I'm recapping part 2 of my last blog where we examined how a business's systems or lack of systems can affect the equity that you will build in any of the 3 business paths that you might choose to start. And those business paths could be an independent startup from your brand new idea, a turnkey concept such as a franchise or a business opportunity, or the acquisition of an existing business that is for sale. So these are your 3 paths to business ownership. Last week, we discussed systems and equity in an independent startup from your brand new idea. And the main points were there is a relationship with startup cost when you include the working capital needs of ramping up the business. You know, in a brand new business, you need to build all the system from scratch, which means it's going to take you longer to get to profitability, which means you need more working capital included in your startup cost. And also, the other point is make sure that the business that you're building has enough systems so that the revenues do not depend on you, so that you can scale the business. This way, when you're ready to sell the business, it will have more value if the business can make money without depending on your own production of products or services that you're selling in your business. Now, today, I want to discuss equity building via systems in a turnkey concept, such as a franchise or a business opportunity. In turnkey concepts, systems are the life and blood of their growth. It allows them to scale domestically, internationally. And the good news for a business owner who is considering developing a franchise unit, a new franchise unit, systems are already in place. So if you're considering investing in a new franchise, for example, your consultant, if you have one, or your franchise broker, if you have one, should help you validate the quality of the systems and the training provided by the franchisor. That is, after all, why you're paying a franchise fee, which could be between $10,000 to $50,000 or more. That is exactly to have access to established and proven systems and training. And you know, in a turnkey concept, this fee actually will be worth it, as building systems in a startup can cost multiple of that amount. Now, on the other hand, keep in mind that the franchisor will require the franchisee to follow these established systems and procedures, as it will be stipulated in the franchise agreement signed by both parties. So before you dive into a franchise or business opportunity, make sure that having to follow established systems fits your entrepreneurial style. Unlike a new startup, proven systems in a turnkey concept should result in a shorter time frame for ramping up, you know, to the point of break even and then profits. So that means you will build faster equity in your business, in theory. Now, that said, keep in mind that if you invest $100,000, for example, in a business and franchise investment, you know, and if you want to recover at least $100,000, you need to make sure that your business makes $100,000 in seller's discretionary earning, which is SDE, which is basically net profit with plus and minus adjustments. You know, if you want your business to sell for multiple of that, your SDE should be way above 150. Maybe you want to recover $300,000 or $400,000. So your SDE should be accordingly. So that's it for this week. This is the 2 points I want to make about turnkey concept. Next week, we're going to talk about the equity and what to look for in a business that is for sale, and then a business that you might want to acquire that is already operating and that is for sale. Meanwhile, I'd love to hear from you. So what do you think? Are you thinking of equity and systems in the business that you might be considering? I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. Thank you for watching, and cheers to building a life we love.